Lethal Company is a cooperative survival horror game developed and published by Zeekers. In this game, players assume the roles of contracted workers for the company, tasked with scavenging abandoned industrialized moons to collect scrap and meet profit quotas. The gameplay emphasizes teamwork, as up to 4 players must navigate hazardous environments filled with traps, monsters, and other dangers. The objective is to gather valuable items while avoiding threats, ensuring the team meets the set quotas within a 3-day cycle. Success allows progression to more challenging moons with higher risks and rewards. Outlast Trials is a first-person survival horror game developed and published by Red Barrels. Serving as a prequel to the original Outlast series, the game is set during the Cold War era, where players assume the roles of test subjects involuntarily recruited by the Murkoff Corporation to test advanced methods of brainwashing and mind control. Unlike its predecessors, the Outlast Trials introduces a cooperative multiplayer experience, allowing up to 4 players to endure the trials together, though it can also be played solo. Players must navigate through a series of harrowing experiments, evading grotesque enemies and solving complex puzzles to survive. Deceit 2 is an online social deduction horror game developed and published by World Makers. In this multiplayer experience, players are divided into 2 groups, Innocents and Infected. The Innocents must collaborate to complete tasks and escape, while the Infected aim to sabotage their efforts and eliminate them. The game introduces a new role, the Cursed, who adds an extra layer of deception and chaos. With enhanced graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5 and refined gameplay mechanics, Deceit 2 offers a thrilling and immersive experience for fans of the genre.
The damned sworn to wherever these rituals occur, like moths to a flame. The peddler seeks to release them, though they do nothing for free. In exchange for your assistance, the peddler will offer items, familiar and exotic alike. From their occult collection, as well as the promise of a key, the key to escape. The implant embedded in your hand will, amongst other things, grant you...
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a third-person asymmetrical horror game developed by Sumo Nottingham and published by Gun Interactive. Based on the iconic 1974 horror film, the game pits a team of victims against members of the notorious Slaughter family, including the infamous Leatherface. Players can choose to play as either the victims, who must use stealth and strategy to escape, or the family members, who work together to hunt down and capture the victims. The game emphasizes cooperative gameplay and faithful recreations of the film's settings, delivering a tense and authentic horror experience.
I can help you, you know.
RIPOUT is a cooperative sci-fi horror first-person shooter developed by Pet Project Games and published by 3D Realms. Set in a dystopian future, players embark on missions aboard procedurally generated derelict spaceships overrun by grotesque mutants. A standout feature is the pet gun, a living weapon that can detach and assist in combat, providing unique tactical advantages. The game emphasizes quick, action-packed missions, scalable difficulty to accommodate different team sizes, and extensive character customization, offering a fresh take on the horror shooter genre. In RIPOUT, players can undertake missions solo or in cooperative mode with up to 3 other players. The procedurally generated levels ensure that each mission offers a unique experience, with derelict ships filled with unexpected horrors lurking around every corner. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The game is an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game developed by TerraVision Games and published by IllFonic. Inspired by the cult classic 1988 film, the game features a 3v7 format where 3 players control the titular Killer Klowns, each with unique abilities and weapons, aiming to capture or eliminate 7 human players attempting to survive and thwart the alien invasion in the town of Crescent Cove. The game combines horror and comedy elements, staying true to the film's distinctive tone, and offers various character classes, maps, and customization options to enhance replayability. Players choosing to play as the Killer Klowns can select from 5 different classes, each with unique abilities and weapons inspired by the film. Alone in the Dark is a survival horror game developed by Pieces Interactive and published by THQ Nordic. Serving as a reimagining of the 1992 classic, the game is set in the 1920s American South and follows Emily Hartwood and private investigator Edward Carnby as they explore the enigmatic Deceit Manor to uncover the truth behind her uncle's disappearance. The narrative delves into themes of trauma, faith, evil, and abandonment, offering a rich psychological horror experience. Players can choose to play as either Emily Hartwood or Edward Carnby, each providing a unique perspective on the unfolding story. The game combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat, with an emphasis on atmospheric tension and storytelling.
Last night I dreamt that my uncle hung himself in the attic.
Content Warning is a cooperative survival horror game developed by Landfall Publishing, released on April 1st, 2024. In this game, up to 4 players descend into the Old World, underground ruins filled with procedurally generated rooms, artifacts, and hostile creatures, to film frightening content. Players must manage limited oxygen supplies and camera batteries, capturing footage of monsters and cursed relics to upload to the in-game platform SpookTube. The goal is to achieve view quotas within a 3-day cycle to earn in-game currency, which can be used to purchase gear and upgrades for subsequent expeditions. A Quiet Place. The road ahead is a single-player survival horror game developed by Stormind Games and published by Saber Interactive. Set in the same universe as the acclaimed film series, the game introduces a new narrative that unfolds 105 days after the initial invasion by sound-sensitive creatures. Players assume the role of Alex Taylor, a pregnant college student with asthma, who, alongside her partner Martin, must navigate a perilous world where silence is the key to survival. The game emphasizes stealth and careful movement, as any noise can attract the deadly creatures. Players must manage Alex's asthma, adding a layer of tension, as heavy breathing or sudden coughs can be perilous. No More Room in Hell 2 is a cooperative survival horror first-person shooter developed by Lever Games. As a sequel to the original award-winning mod, the game plunges players into a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies. Up to 8 players can team up as emergency responders, tasked with surviving, scavenging, and completing missions in dynamically changing environments. The game introduces permadeath mechanics, heightening the stakes as players must carefully manage resources and make strategic decisions to survive. Environments are procedurally generated, ensuring that each playthrough offers a unique experience with varying objectives and challenges.